Do you need to grab your crucifix and douse yourself with holy water after watching The Nun? Will this newest entry into the Conjuring universe terrify you? Let's go. A novitiate and a priest have to travel to Romania to investigate the suicide of a nun at this cloistered abbey. Thaisa Farmiga and Demian Bichir star as the novitiate and the priest, respectively. Now, once they're there, they encounter this demonic force and they have to contend with it. Therein is your whole plot to The Nun. There were several jump scares within the movie, and a few of them got me. And even a couple of those I saw coming a mile away, and I still jumped. Surprisingly, there were some comedic scenes within the film that made me chuckle, and I didn't expect this at all. Now, a few of them did feel forced, but some of them came off naturally and were decent. A bit of the scenery was nice to look at in the film. I just wish that they would have taken a little bit more time and patience with showing me the shots and showing me the scenery so that I got to appreciate it. They would set up some establishing shots like of this huge abbey that was kind of like a converted castle, and they were on it for maybe a second, if that, and then boom, off, changing scenes. And I was like, well, wait, I liked seeing that. I mean, some of the other stuff is crap, but I enjoyed this, and now you're taking that away. Why? The acting was decent, but I think it was hampered a bit by the writing itself. Now, some of it came across as campy, and it had this low-level cheese factor to it that was just kind of hard to take some of it seriously. The film has a quality of a TV movie, and even the fog that they used looked like it was done with CGI, and that just added to the whole overall effect of just a low-budget feel to this film. The demonic nun, who is supposed to be this really scary character, to me came off more funny looking than anything. It was like a grayed out Marilyn Manson. It was just, it didn't inspire fear or terror in me. When it came on, I just was like, okay, I can't take you seriously, but okay. Despite some jump scares, the movie comes across more campy than terrifying. Think Evil Dead rather than Hereditary, except it wasn't trying to be funny. I found myself pretty bored during a lot of the film. Like I was just sitting there like that because I wasn't invested and I wasn't drawn into the story. It didn't break any new ground in storytelling, and it felt much more like low budget than mass release. And then you combine that with some of the handheld shots that they did where it was just, it felt like really amateur. And which is a shame because what it did is when it was those type of shots, it drew me out of the film versus pulling me in closer, because there are some really good handheld shots sometimes where they get you in really close or you feel like you're part of the action. No, they were just doing some really weird camera angles and some spinning, and you can't really tell, well, are they spinning or is the camera just spinning? And I don't really know. And oh, okay, so now I'm thinking a lot about the shot. I'm not even paying attention to the film anymore. There's no sex or nudity, there is some profanity and a lot of violence. I give The Nun 1.5 out of 5 couches just because it made me chuckle a couple of times and it got me to jump out of my seat 1 or 2 times. What is your favorite horror movie from the last decade? I'd love to know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this review, please give it a like. Also, don't forget to share and subscribe. I'm Chris, this is Movies and Munchies. Thanks for catching them.